Good morning, and welcome to the new members and to the old members that have found their way back to the community. I need you just as much as you need me, as we have a lot to discuss here on this early Saturday morning. As we can see, Bitcoin's turned down about 1,300 points. If you were a part of the audience yesterday, we talked about two major support levels with XRP. First would have been holding that descending triangle formation at 55.5 cents. And if we fell under that, we would retrace down to the 53.4 cent pivot point, which we were hitting as a resistance point for quite some time. Now we would have a chance to hit it on the side of support. So that very well could be what we're transformed into this morning here on this thinly traded weekend. As we can see, the market cap of XRP is down 1.282 billion, but that doesn't tell the whole story. Don't overreact in moments like this because we are having a consolidation. XRP is down 4.2% on the day. We've got Bitcoin down 1,300 points or 2.47% down to 50,864. We'll take a look at the XRP market cap as well this morning as we went below 30 billion. So we'll see the implications of that if we continue moving down. And then we'll also take a look at the total crypto market cap this morning to see just exactly where we're trending towards. Right now we're at 1.855 trillion, down 2.34% or down 44.47 billion. So there is a lot to get caught up with. Don't make a rash decision. We are still in the accumulation phase when it comes to XRP and our favorite cryptos. And crypto as a whole has not pushed into a bull market yet. We still are waiting for alt season. Some alts have pushed, but Bitcoin right now, we have to get through this retracement and see if this is an imminent pullback as we're going through right now that leads to another push, or if this is the start of a reversal that brings us down back into the mid 40s. But we'll explore every option here on this live this morning. On this update this morning. If you are watching right now, please hit that like button as it will allow YouTube to recommend this video at a higher rate. And it'll allow more people to reach our beautiful community as we do something special here. We don't use the FUD, and we do this from a standpoint of love and not hate. So you must be positive. Don't play the negative role. You're not a victim here. You're the winner. So we have to have all the information to have an educated and informed decision. XRP right now, some would find a momentous moment here. Some would see a moment where they can buy in. I'm not a financial advisor, but what I will do here this morning on this update is I will guide you through the levels, and we'll come to an open and honest evaluation of XRP and also crypto to see where we're going to go from here. So please hit that like button so this video will be recommended by YouTube, and I will say the intro so I can timestamp this. Good morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Saturday, February 17th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. The last day, Michaela's 16, the oldest. She turns 17 tomorrow, so almost to adulthood now. It's crazy how fast time goes. Crazy indeed. So XRP down 3.98% to 54.24 cents. If we look at this formation, we can clearly see we fell back through. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily 100% over, but what it means is if you want this pattern to hold, you have to hold the pivot point down here at 534 if it comes through. Right now we're on the 200-day and the 1 hourly. In the 2 hourly, that 200 days right at the 53.4 cents. And right now, this pattern is not over. What I will speculate with is if we do come down, it does make sense to come down into the 534 area, only for one reason since we came through. If somebody wanted to say we swung down, came up, came down, and now we're going to back test this to try to push out, that is what I would say would need to happen. Now that we didn't hold 53.4 cents. The other beautiful thing that will go unnoticed here is in the relative strength in the shorter time frames. XRP is going to completely reverse this, and now it's going to allow the technical trader to possibly become more interested again and invest in XRP for even a short rally. You see in the relative strength index in the 1 hourly, it already pushed into oversold. You have a bearish cross in the 1 hourly where the 20 crossed the 50-day moving average, and that allowed us to pull back through. And now we're trying to see how we're going to react, because it doesn't seem like we're going to be able to avoid the 534 hit unless the 200-day and the hourly ends up holding. But typically it will come down to the 200-day and the 2 hourly, which just conveniently lines up with that 53.4 cents. So I'm looking for 53.4 cents since it came down here, unless we want to have a quick reversal. But you can see the 2 hourly is going to end up in oversold here pretty quickly. The 3 hourly, we're working our way back down. So we are clearing some space here in terms of the relative strength of XRP via the index. So it's not the worst thing in the world this morning. I know there's going to be a lot of overreactions. Remember, we had a golden cross in the 4 hourly. And now to confirm that, you hold the 200-day on a retracement, and then you have a volatile swing back up. So now we need to see if we're going to come through to 534 very quickly and then try to pull up, or if this is the start of a reversal. We won't know anything today. These are what we call the long leg doji candles. This is just confirming that there's volatility in the area, and we're uncertain if we have the strength to push past this moment. So this daily candle today is going to be pretty tight. We'll see if it can come down to 534, but you basically have a range bound already. Up to 566 and down to 54 cents. So we didn't quite hit 534 pivot point, but we're very close this morning. And as long as XRP continues to move down in rhythm, I would not see a problem with coming down to 534. It's going to be a lot dependent on how much farther Bitcoin comes. As we can see, let's take a look at Bitcoin 6 minutes into this update. Bitcoin's down 1,400 points or 2.68%, sitting at 50,763. Bitcoin's got that candle as well. That's the signifying that we're weak in the area, or we're indecisive, and now we need to take a look at the next candle to see what's going on here. We have an engulfing candle to the downside, which looks like it pulled a head formation. Now, the crazy thing with Bitcoin is it could come all the way down in the 4 hourly to the 200-day. That's at 45.5. If it decides to try to find support on the 2 hourly, there's a big reversal that would need to happen. It's just, if you actually look at this from 52,000 to 50,470, Bitcoin in the shorter time frames is going to push itself into oversold. And then it might be able to continue to bounce as in the overextended range in the daily if Bitcoin can get the proper support on this retracement. Now, we are in this broadening wedge setup. And if we take a look at the underneath support areas, our first real support, if we continue breaking down, is at 49,126. Then you've got 47,000 below that. We know 44,000 is the bull flag breakout that it could retest that support area, or 45,500. But the immediate support right now, if we lose 50K, is back down to that 49,126. So just be very cautious and very aware of what the possibilities are on this trading day. Not everything goes straight up, and you need days of consolidation so that you can continue doing what you're trying to do. Remember, it was just, 2 short weeks ago, Bitcoin was at like 43,000. So, is it surprising that it's having a clear out? No. But if you want to have some optimism, here, let's read this very quickly. So if you're looking at exactly what's happened, so let's read through this together real quick. Bitcoin stall at 52K may foreshadow imminent pullback before higher prices, Swiss block. Bitcoin's uptrend is supported by strong trading volume, a bullish signal, or a bullish sign for continuation. So here's the volume, market cap, and this is when it was at 51,865. As you know, it dropped about 1,000 points from here. So Bitcoin stalling momentum at the 52,000 resistance could signal an imminent pullback, as 33% rise in a few weeks is unsustainable, Swiss block said. The uptrend could still continue, with 10x research setting a 57,500 price target for the next leg higher. Bitcoin rose above 52,000 this week for the first time in 26 months, but its stalling momentum may foreshadow an imminent pullback before higher prices, Swiss block analysts said in a Friday market update. The largest crypto by market cap rallied 10% in a week, outperforming the broad market CoinDesk 20 indexes, CD20 8% advance, extending the relentless rise from 38,500 in late January. The surge was coupled with accelerating inflows into U.S. spot Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, ETF with BlackRock's IBIT raking in over 28,000 Bitcoin this week. However, the 52K level or area is a significant resistance level on long-term charts that cap prices in September and December in 2021. Swiss block noted and now also posed a meaningful barrier for the rally to continue now. A pullback seems imminent and necessary given the recent rapid ascent of approximately 33% over the past few weeks, suggesting an unsustainable rally, Swiss block analyst wrote. Beyond the short-term dip, the market looks poised for higher prices. The report added in any forthcoming correction could be a buying opportunity as long as Bitcoin holds its support at near 47,500. At this point, any pullback should be thought of as a potential buying opportunity, the report said. Institutional crypto exchange FalconX also noted exceptional trading volumes that support the early 2024 uptrend last seen during the 2023 March regional banking crisis. Price increases followed by lower volumes have historically been a reliable indicator of false breakouts in crypto. FalconX analyst wrote Friday, the good news at this point is that liquidity conditions surrounding the January rally remain generally robust. 10X research analyst Marcus Thielen said in a Friday update that Bitcoin could run towards a 57,500 price target, citing strong liquidity and increasing demand for Bitcoin. Bitcoin appears to target 57,000 as next resistance, and considering Bitcoin's performance in the past and previous pre-halvings, the odds for another leg being higher are increasing, Thielen wrote. So, looking for a pullback as we went through some of the numbers. 50,000 is a key area, 49,130 roughly, and then underneath that's that 47,000 and some change support level. That's a key pivot level to see if this rally will continue if we do come down to that level. So let's watch this in the days to come. Don't make a irrational decision or one based off of fear. If you've done this with me, or if you're new with XRP and you've acquired it or accumulating it, this is not the time in history to be getting rid of it. This is the time where possibly you could find yourself an opportunity to add to your bag. You can continue to push that accumulation phase a little bit longer if you need to. But this is not bad. You don't want to go straight up, and you want to have consolidation every step of the way so that you can continue the move. Bitcoin, every step of the way up, has had a few days where we've had 2,500 point drops, and then it just eats it up. So we're going to see exactly how far Bitcoin goes. We do know we have the pivot point at 47,000 and some change. So we'll keep a very close eye on that. With XRP, the market cap right now, we did have a Goldencross. We're coming back down towards the 200-day to retest to see how strong this is in the 4-hourly. It's not uncommon to test the 200-day to see if you can continue the pattern, go down to the consolidation, and then you can continue moving to the next level. Right now, we have a major pivot point on the price action of 53.4 cents with XRP, which lines you up with about 28.79 billion. So if we do come down to the 534 level, which is just below where we're at, I anticipate a push down on the XRP market cap to 28.79 billion, and I think that would be a reasonable retest for XRP. If we're looking at the indicators for XRP right now, I think it's always cool to look at. Gives us a slightly different perspective than just the charts themselves. So right now what we're looking at is we'll put this into, no, that's the market cap. Can't do it on the market cap. We got to go through the actual chart. Whoops. So right now, the last week we're up 2.92%. Last month we're down 4.6%. Last 3 months down 11.05%. 6 months down or up 0.65%. Year to date minus 11.9%. And in the 1 year time we're up 41%. It's showing a sell in the daily today. But let's go into more indicators just so everybody can see. Right now in the daily it's showing the sell or neutral. But in the 4-hourly it's flipped here a little bit. We've got 2 sell, 9 neutrals in the oscillators, 8 sell, 6 buys, 1 neutral for moving averages. In the 4-hourly, it leaves us with 10 sell, 10 neutral, 6 buys. And for anybody who likes the Fibonacci retracement, you can go on TradingView, go under XRP, go to the technicals, and then go to more technicals, and you'll find yourself here. And I put it into the 4-hourly. So the pivot point in the 4-hourly is 519. You have support 1 at 504, support 2 at 495, support 3 is at 48 cents if you fall through. Resistance 1 right now is 534, so that's a pivot point that we're trying to turn into support. We can't do it until we come back down and actually tap it and use it as a support. So right now, that's what we're trying to do. We failed to turn resistance 2 into support as of right now at 544 and got rejected at resistance 3 at 55.9 cents, as we know. And that would have broke us out of the descending triangle if we would have broke over that 55.9, and then it would have made our targets higher. As we go through the day here, if we're looking at the targets, right now XRP is working on a new support level. So we're going to go into this realistically. 534 would be the next tap, 53.4 cents. According to the Fibonacci, that's right on support 2 that we're trying to get above, or resistance 2, but turning it into a support zone. As we know, that's a major pivot point for me. We failed to hold 56 cents or 55.5 back here. It's a little bit lower now. When we come back up, it's only going to be around 55 cents. We're going to have to pass up. But now we're looking to hold 53.4 cent pivot point. As a hypothetical, let's say we don't hold that. You don't have much support until you come all the way back down. So just be aware. If you break through this support, you don't have much left until you get break back around just under 49 cents. You do have 518 support and 508, but as far as a pattern formation, your next nearest support, if you break that 53.4 pivot point, is coming all the way back down to like 48 cents. That's your next closest pivot point, or pattern formation where you could hold it again if you have just a straight drop. Now, if we start moving up and we get back, and let's just say we hold 534, we get back above that 55 cent descending triangle now as it continues to lower, that would put us firmly with our next resistance. As you can see, we're trying to retest the Goldencross in the 4 hourly. So right now it's standard operating procedure. If we can hold the 200-day in the 4 hourly, this Goldencross will be solidified. And then if it is validated, we would push up to the next area, which is right around 59.5 cents right now. You could say 60 cents to get above that pivot point or the pattern resistance. And then if you were to somehow, let's just say we gained some steam and we got above 60 cents, then it would firmly bring back out this rising channel resistance from June of 2022. So basically the way it breaks down is we're stuck in a formation that started in January of 24. We get past that 60 cent near resistance level. Next would be a pattern formation that started in July of 2023. And then if you get past that, if you're pushing up to the rising channel resistance around 66.6 cents, that's a pattern formation that started in June of 2022. If you get past all of this, then you can go to the all-time pattern where you had all-time highs in January of 2018 at just about 350, depending on exchange. And then you went through a 27-month consolidation period where XRP went from 350 down to just over 10 cents. It took 27 months to find the support. After that, in around March or April or May of 2021, we went to the next hit of resistance at $1.98. Now, epic bear market rally that never crossed into a bull market rally. We never made it everybody whole. In fact, there were still some with XRP that were down some 45% after that bear market rally to almost $2. And now we've converged. This pattern is a 6-year pattern so far. And this convergence in the triangle here at the end ends December of 2024. So we're running out of time here in this pattern formation. But now we have to figure out, is this formation going to consolidate and then break out at the end of the year or sometime before Easter? Or are we going to continue some long-term consolidation, break into the next layers, and make this a more extended range? We won't know until the days unfold. But right now, XRP, it's a shakeout. Until XRP breaks down certain levels, it's going to attempt shaking out an entire liquidity pool for XRP. Right now, make sure 541, that's the 4-hour time frame, 200-day support. There's a Goldencross going on in the 4 hourly right now that has not been invalidated yet. Until the 200-day gives way and we start busting through, this has not been invalidated. And if this plays true, now that we've come back to consolidation, if we rally back up, 60 cents would be the next resistance if we get out of the short-term descending triangle. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything out of this Saturday morning update, please make sure to hit that like button first and foremost so that YouTube will recommend this video and we can allow more people to come in and expand this community. We'll be able to have a more active and educational back and forth. And the more new faces we have in here, the better. And by YouTube recommending the video with you hitting that like button, it'll allow more of the old faces to find their way back because they will get an alert from YouTube themselves. If you're looking to trade XRP or your favorite crypto, look in the video description below. Take advantage of MEXC right now. They have 0% spot buying and leverage trading event right now. Typically, it's 0.0001, so it's very low funding rate. But right now, they've slashed it to 0% for the next few weeks, so take advantage of that. And if you do appreciate my work and understand the exorbitant amount of time I spend, consider sending one YouTube super chat per month is all I ask, or consider joining Tom's Army and getting one of those cool emoji badges next to your name and showing that you're one of the few that do show the support and pay it forward. I do appreciate each and every one of you. A special shout out to Tom's Army as you allow me to run this the way I see fit without having to do anything absorbent to pull in funding. So I can't thank the members enough. Hashtag be better, do better if you watch until the end of the video. But pay attention to everything we've talked about this morning. Bitcoin Even if it continues to retrace, as long as it holds that 47,300 area, this is still very bullish, and we could continue to the next leg up to 57, 58,000. With XRP, as long as we hold 53.4 cents, at worst, you're holding the pivot point, but right now, 54.1 cents on the 200-day and the 4-hour time frame after Goldencross. That would confirm a signal that the Goldencross is validated if we don't lose this area, and then your next push would be 60 cents. Have a blessed Saturday morning, and consider everything I've said.